moving stealthily on. If you are going to be Royals, sorry, if you are going to be Wind and Rain, you are playing versus Royals, you want to be banning out the pug maps, your caches, mirages, etc. Jack, cache has been banned twice.
They just really hate the map.
They must really hate the map.
This is not a fan.
Well, tweet us who you think banned cache. Hashtag ESL
Gaming.
Yeah.
Hashtag ESL Prem. Snots, when you drink water, how do you consume it?
I just get it down my throat somehow.
Do you not drink it from your drinking patch?
My drinking patch?
Your drinking patch.
Explain.
So you remember I asked you about frogs?
Okay.
So the way that frogs actually keep themselves hydrated, interestingly enough, is they have a little spot on their belly known as the drinking patch. And they'll just sort of crouch in the water and absorb it naturally.
Oh, wow. And that brings the temperature down, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's also on their thighs as well. So maybe that's why you were sweating from the back and absorbing water from the thighs. I don't know.
Maybe. I am quite frog-like.
You are a hoppy boy.
Yeah, exactly. Amphibian. Anyway, coming in towards the B site is Royals. Link going to be dinked up early on, which means the defense here towards the B site going to be hindered, but even down to just 20 points of health, he's still delivering headshots left, right, and center.
Oh, Link swallowing them all down like a frog, using his eyeballs to digest people. It's just Artist that remains, though, trying to clutch this one out. Peeking around, but he loses his face. He has been decimated.
Well, well, well. It wasn't long ago when Link was seen as the golden child, a player that has high potential, obviously famously removed from Wind and Rain, then brought back into the roster. We've seen that with a few players. Stanley, Fry from above FM when Nilzino kicked them, but that was for different reasons. Link was not kicked for his personality, whereas Stanley was kicked for his brash persona, and Fry went along with him. And then Nilzino brought him back into the roster and taught him a lesson, and it worked out very, very well. But round number 2 here, as it's going to be the Eco coming out from Royals. The bomb was planted, Jax, obviously they can save this round and then buy up into round number 3.
Jenko, as I suspected, is here. He's in the UK, ready to have a game. He was at the Epic LAN event, and he, to be honest with you, he was possibly the best performer there by far out of everyone, Snots. He was dropping constant 30 bombs throughout the entire thing, essentially, and just popping off across the board. Absolute Jenko highlight plays. It was vintage. He was putting people through the announcers table. If it was a Royal Rumble, he would have
Trump
won.
was there as well.
Absolute madness. He walked into the LAN like Vince McMahon.
What would be his WrestleMania music, or like his music theme for Jenko?
We Will Rock You, but like a dubstep version.
Okay. Okay, I can get behind that. Well, Eco here, still from Royals. Obviously, they have the 4 versus 4 off the back of Deagle's. Artist's Deagle. So they can play this one patiently. They have 3 Desert Eagles to work with as they try and find the picks.
Oh, it's just up to Emin. You've got to respect the Wu-Tang Clan, and he's showing why as he gets 1 frag there onto Nilzino. In the end, he will perish, though. Slain by Fry. And Wind and Rain carry on through. So interestingly enough, I'm trying to think who they took with them. Who was the odd man out from the Epic LAN event? Because there was no Nilzino.
Dom,
that was it.
Yeah.
The super sub, Soul Cass. He's had a
good.
rebrand.
He's good.
Dom is good. He's a talent that is actually, I feel like a lot of people sort of maybe overlook him sometimes.
100%.
And now he's starting to get more of a breakthrough. Dom's a very nice character, very composed. Reminds me quite of a bit, I'd say, of sort of your Link in terms of your rifling. He's quite an effective rifler. I think we just need more time to see Dom grow, really, and play in better teams.
The big problem with Dom is his personality as well. Yes, it's great that he's very passive and doesn't like confrontation, but that's also an issue where he doesn't really sell himself that well. When you think of the players that rose up the scene quickly, right? Your Smooyers, your Astros, Jenko, these are people who are cocky,
you got to be loud. You got to make a point for why you want something.
If Dom was saying how he's so good at the game and how he's amazing and how he networks with people and makes friends with the right in-game leaders, he could very easily be on any of the teams. Vexed, definitely. Wind and Rain, definitely. As he showed when he stood in at the Epic LAN recently. So that's the issue I feel like he has, is the fact that he is definitely good enough to play, but he doesn't have that cocky, self-assertive persona which almost sells you.
Yeah, a lot more sort of just complacency. He's happy where he is, and he'll get there. If he carries on improving at the rate that he has been, and sort of, you know, showing that he is a hot topic, there's only better things to come from him, really. And Royals will get themselves a first round on the board here. Royal, so how many wins are they at now? 2 overall.
Let me take a look at my...
Because they were on 0 for quite a long time.
Where are the groups? Royals are... No, that's the wrong group. So where are Royals in all this? No. What the heck? I don't know where my sheet's gone.
You lost your sheet.
I've lost my sheet. I don't believe it, Jack. I've actually lost my sheet.
Oh, sheet.
Where is it gone?
Oh, it's under you.
Is it really?
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
So,
standings.
Royals are last, but joint last with Vexed. Both teams at 6 points, but I believe Vexed just won their matchup off stream, which means Royals need to win this one to tie, and then it comes down to the head-to-head, which means, if I go look at the archives real quick, when did Vex play?
You're not very good at data analysis, are you?
No, I need Ezio here just to reel out stats.
Have you found it?
Royals, Vex won. Vex. Oh no, it's 1-1. But then the round difference, I think Vex win. No. This is a tough one. It's 1-1. Oh my goodness, Royals have to win this one.
Wow.
Would you look at that?
Incredible stuff.
Yeah.
You can't bank on them getting through.
Oh gosh, no. Anyway, betting chances as the odds open up.
Ooh.
Oh, Jenko there.
Jenko has been playing absolutely savage CS, by the way, past couple of days. He's been looking unreal.
And that's what you need. Your star player in form. Fry, Jenko, these are players that can go off at any moment. Much like an IED. But Hype diffuses the situation towards the B side, gets the entry frag onto Link. As now, somewhere, Powell is turning in his grave as he still gets frags.
Carries on dealing damage. The crazy shorts have found a new man. Astro, Nilzinho, and Fry on the retake here, trying to scrounge this one back into their camp if they can. Astro with the AWP, watching towards the fire exit. Nilzinho comes down the ramp. Fry launches out the Molotov as well as the site is set ablaze. And Royals seem like they should probably pick this round up, actually. I mean, they've only got the one kit on Nilzinho. Fazan and Hyper in good position, but Fazan loses everything straight away. Hype as well, trapped in an open angle there. Not too much you can really do. They're going to jump on the bomb. They don't have that kit. Fry's sprinted over and grabbed it, but Astro luckily should get it just in the nick of time. The full commit on the bomb.
Oh my goodness. What's the time left on that one? 0.00 something close. 3-1. The reset has now been dished out to Royals. A serving of humble pies. They're now going to be going for the eco here. CZ's already coming out here. Maybe some light utility in terms of a smoke or a flashbang. They could, if they invest into a smoke, go for a fast set A play. Maybe burst through door, nade off the door, smoke A main, flash over A, and try and burst and swarm the A site. But instead, it seems like their sights are gazed towards lobby.
Gonna go for this burst out through lobby. Through hut and straight in towards the A site. Astro strikes the first man. Artist slain by the AWP Fry as well for further frags. He takes down Fazan. Emin comes in big with a CZ, but it's all about Jenko. The J-Dog. His bark and his bite are absolutely terrifying, Snods. As Jenko finishes them up, that's another round for Wind and Rain. 4-1 now is the scoreline, and Astro has got the AWP as well.
Interestingly as well, Astro, formerly a primary AWPer, then forms a team Wind and Rain with Dances, then becomes a secondary AWPer and Dances primaries. And then we see Hemsky come into the roster, take the AWP over Dances, and then obviously Dances eventually kicked out as his role was pretty much replaced once they started their MDL season. But obviously, Hemsky, for whatever reason, not playing here tonight. Nilzinho, the coach for the team, is standing in, and that's why we see Astro donning the big green gun.
Emin frags out Nilzinho. The push comes in towards the bomb site as well. Fry able to blissfully glide his way back down and hide in position when it comes to going blow for blow. Unfortunately, he is going to be the weaker man. Couldn't withstand the blows in the cell. He needs to learn from you, Snods.
Oh, smart play there from Jenko, going for the elevated angle to try and catch K-Piz off guard with the angle. 2 versus 3. You could definitely argue for a save call here from Wind and Rain as it's still pushed through unrelenting force. as Astro now last alive with the expensive weaponry. If the HE lands, there could be cause to go for this one, but instead going to be going for the passive approach, saves the AWP in towards CT spawn. And this game does carry on. Royals get to 2 rounds, and obviously, notorious is this map for being CT-sided, so Royals already getting 2 rounds early on here. Could mean if they finish the half, 9-6, you know, great performance could be an 8-7. They're going to be very happy before the sides are flipped over.
Okay, it's going to be dropped back over there. Hype will grab that one. So Royals, 2 rounds. They just have to try and find a foot in the door, really. Get themselves a little bit of buffer on that T side, something manageable. So when they do get over to that CT side, they have a small buffer. It's not just going to be a whitewash if mistakes are made in the first few rounds. Fazan, fast play, nearly gets the early shot off on Jenko. Did get contact, but no real kill.
Royals is a team where they do rely off of individual skill. Your Fazans, your Hypes, Artists as well are going to have to step up massively into this matchup if they want a chance of toppling, which many perceive to be potentially the best team in the UK right now. Obviously, they beat Endpoint. Endpoint beat Vex, so a lot of questions to be asked here as to which team is number 1. Obviously, so far in MDL, they are positive, which is an incredible achievement so far. But anyway, enough of that, and into the action. 4 versus 3, Jack, as the bomb was spotted towards lobby.
Fry. Waiting for them to come towards him. So that bomb is going to be rotating round. They could try and get in towards this B site if they want. No full committal just yet. They've got outside control. They're still playing very lax, but they're spread thin, Snods, and they actually don't have too many players left at this point. Cape is just hiding, playing the control towards Vents. If he gets the backstab on Astro, that could be massive, but he doesn't know about it. He's not actually going to go for that peek up, and Hype and Idis? They could walk straight into Astro. Oh, he didn't see him, Snods. He had no idea.
HE as well does do a little bit of damage, but just a bit of a love tap to Capers. As his Artist as well towards the long stairs and double doors of the B-bomb site. Link entrenched in towards Dark. As do they perceive him to be here? Artist going to plant in the smoke. Link spots a bit of leg here. And will capitalize off of that misfortune. Missed shot from Capers, trying to go for the wall bang, doesn't quite connect it. And therefore leaves himself susceptible to the frag from Link. 5-2 as we go into round number 8 here. It is the AWP saved by Artists, but apart from that, or bought by Artists, apologies, but apart from that, the buy is looking fairly weak.
Yeah, not amazing. AK on Capers, Artists with the AWP. In terms of utility, it's very, very minimal. I mean, 1 flash on Fazan. You've got the Deagle there for Hype. They've all basically got armor. Ooh, Astro with a very early tag as well, and that's on Capers. Knocks him down to 17 HP. Will put the absolute fear into him as well. So he's now not really going to challenge towards ramp. He's going to play much further back. Really throws a spanner in the works.
Contact play towards ramp here, off the back of the AWP. An AK from Capers. Well-timed smoke there from Astro will delay the push momentarily. As already Royals leaving the server from 2 of their players. Artist with the AWP taken out. Emin as well with the Deagle. Going to be fall into the demise of Neilzinho. He's still, I say, racking up kills, but eventually going to be humbled by the AWP from Fazan. So man advantage still here in the court for Wind and Rain. But Fry's down to low HP. Capers, Fazan low as well. This round still heavily favouring Wind and Rain.
Astro with the AWP kill over on Capers though. Look how low they are, Snods. 3 HP and 7 apiece for the last remaining 2 members of the Royals roster. They are going for the play. See if they can get in this B site, get the bomb down at least potentially. Hype tries to break the glass, instead just shoots, gives his position away, telegraphs exactly where he is. Fazan bides his time as the bomb is going to go down. It's a 3v2 retake. They've got the HE on Jenko, they've got the Molotov on Jenko as well. Single-handedly, you could force them out the site just with utility alone.
10 HP between the 2 of them. As they may be walking into Hype's crosshair towards the double doors. First frag found by Jenko. Hype now the 1 versus 1 as he finds the 2 frags towards the double doors, and Jenko knows exactly where he is, has the HE grenade to seal the deal, but still pushing forward with the AK. This could be to his demise as Hype's still alive, but unable to connect the headshot. Jenko really taking an unnecessary risks there, maybe potentially paranoid about Hype peeking with the HE grenade out, but even then, maybe just none of his teammates relaying the information that he was down to just 7 HP. 6-2 as we head into the 9th round here. Once again, an eco from Royals, Wind and Rain with a stark lead.
Royals. Pistols once again, basically just a small deviation from a classic DK there. Hype has armor, Fazan has armor, 2 CZs coming through as well. Oh, this is one of the CZs from such a heightened angle. Actually does pepper one of the players. It's Jenko that is brought down fairly low. Jenko, though, the instantaneous kill on Emin. And this is actually going to paranoia him a bit. They're not really sure if he's going to push from behind. He can just try bob and weave. They're taking the firefights. They're winning the majority. Capers is the only remaining member. He does have a gun. But does he really have a game plan? He doesn't have a chance as he's now not breathing.
5-round deficit for Royals as they need to wake up quickly. We saw it in the first game where the favourites got the heavy lead early on and then eventually closed the map out, even though Fish123 conceded, what, 7 rounds on their CT side on the second half. They still ended up having such a big lead from the first, it didn't even matter at all. Royals, if they want a chance of this one, they cannot concede that many rounds on their T half. But let's see. Astro, the first frag here on towards ramp, going for the aggression towards ramp with the AWP, catching Royals and Hype off guard. And now he can rotate in towards the double doors as the smokes have gone out towards outside. Jenko, unknowing whether someone could have gone down the secret steps.
Jenko with the frag on Ardis puts them into a pretty good spot right now. Royals with only 3 musketeers left. Can they group up? Can they work together? Split a little bit of bits. Capers waiting towards outside, tried to go for the headshot, wanted to catch them off guard, instead shoots vaguely near, doesn't actually connect it. Nilzinho responds as well, chucks up the HE, instantly wipes off 20 hit points from Capers and makes his life that much harder. Fry as well, not the person you're going to walk into when you go into a bomb site. He can always handle 2 men at once.
Oh dear. 8-2. Once again, the DK going to be coming out from Royals. Deducted down to Desert Eagle, no armor, and potential despondency as no hope really in the faces of Royals as they have nothing. CT aggression's working out from Wind and Rain once they push towards ramp. In terms of outside smokes from Royals, they're just non-existent. Even when they throw them, they're not getting anything back from them. On the T side of Nuke, you have to continuously throw out these smokes towards outside, to force a player from the CT side to go towards the secret stairs, force that A main player down vent, do something to shake up the CT side defense from Wind and Rain, because right now they're so comfortable. And it is just so easy for them.
Jenko's basically just playing aim training, isn't he, towards outside?
Exactly. I want to see smokes towards outside, you know, wait for the A main player to rotate, then boom, burst A. I want to see smokes down outside. Who knows? Maybe a concept play towards ramp. Catch Wind and Rain off guard with the play. Instead of going towards secret stairs, go towards ramp. Or just keep it traditional. Smokes towards outside, go down secret, and get in towards that B site. Even then, smokes towards outside. Flash through the smokes, go for a quick A main split via lobby, via A main. But all of the strats revolve around smokes outside, and because there are smokes outside, because there are no smokes outside, Wind and Rain have 4 players here towards A. I've lost my mind.
Did you see that nade from Nilzinho?
No, I didn't see. Did it ricochet off the wall?
So he tried to throw a nade, like limp throw it in through hut to try and damage everyone. But he jumped through it, so it just limped through, bounced on top of hut, and damaged his teammate. That was good.
Yeah. Words are hard, mate. Words are difficult.
So are nades, apparently.
Yeah. Surprised, actually, Royals won that round. You had 4 players towards the A site from Wind and Rain. Because, and I'm harping on about it, Royals didn't throw the outside smokes. Astro was in towards A main. They had 3 players towards the A site from Wind and Rain, and 4 in total when you include A main. And they still lose the round, which is surprising. But can Royals replicate that round? Let's see. Or will they be reset? And we could be looking at a 12-3 once again.
Well, 9-3 now. Link saves the AWP, and that's actually a big play towards the end of the round there, to get away with the AWP. We can drop that back over, give it to Astro, keep him into a good position. You know, don't have to spend any more money than you necessarily need to, so they can get the full buy back out. M4s for the other 4 boys in blue here, and They're going to carry on, see what more they can muster up. You've got Ardis on the AWP as well. Ardis, a very, very quiet game. I mean, normally he is so loud and really in your face giving it. Ardis as well. Wasn't he on Luminary at the start of the season?
Yeah, it was.
When's he changed team?
Must have been during the half break, I guess. That was back when Imi was coaching Luminary.
Yeah.
Didn't Imi play for Luminary last week?
Possibly.
Oh, I'm not sure, but anyway. 5 versus 5 here still. As no smokes towards outside again from the likes of Wind and Rain. That does mean, though, Astra has rotated down as Jenko's playing very passive at the angle. Does allow them to walk down through the red container towards Secret Stairs, but anyway, gets spotted out here. Sees the head from Emin, but loses the duel and gives up that first frag, as now Royals should be going for an A-main split here. That should be the game over.
Right. Eliminates Fazan. Hype as well with a headshot on Link. Fry a further kill. It's all just very classic trades right now. Nothing too outrageous coming through.
I wish there were trades.
Yeah. Very slow CS. Astro goes. Meaning Wind and Rain only have Nilzinho and Fry. Nilzinho with the off angle. Free headshot on Hype. I mean, you've got bomb control. There's only 30 seconds left in the round as well, so they better be fast about it. Fry just waiting for the peak. Edmund just takes it like an absolute champ.
Royals once again winning off the back of individual skill. And if they conclude the half 9-6, very, very winnable situation for them to carry that forward into the second half. Maybe win the CT pistol, get the ball rolling, and once it's 9-9, it's anyone's game at that point. But Wind and Rain are going to be forcing behind the saved weaponry. 2 AWPs, 1 CZ, and then for a UMP to work with. As Ardis waking up the sleeping giant into this one, as he has so much potential into this matchup. Gets the first kill in towards ramp. Emin trades out Jenko as we go into the 3 versus 3 action from start to finish of this round.
Fry looking to deny this push in towards the site and punish them when they do come bounding into his domain. Astro actually going for a very ferocious play. Pushed up with the nearly the double, but only gets 1 now. Emin's going to push in. If he would have connected on the arm, that would have been an instant free frag gifted to him, and he is slaying them. He's messing around right now. As Emin, he couldn't protect his neck, and he has perished. Ardis trying to switch weapons there as he's getting shot in the face.
Not the best time. 10-4. 6-run advantage here for Wind and Rain. They have collected their double-digit CT side defense on Nuke. And that might have been the game plan they were waiting for. As we see AWP for Emin this time, not Ardis. We've even seen Capers use the AWP as well, a lot for Royals. So interesting to see Emin wielding the weapon. Going to be boosted up here towards the blue container, using the off angle, but so many players expect it. But Astro still caught off guard.
Oh, Fry with the nade. Dunks on Hype and blasts him out of the server in quite violent fashion. Fazan, Emin and Ardis, 3 remaining boys, shooting at each other quite rapidly. Fry as well, just a snapshot. Kind of just trying to save the game on his lonesome. You've got Link coming from the rear, just slowly slithering his way from behind. They are caught in the crossfire. Link goes down. Fry to clutch, flashbang in, doesn't blind Ardis. Royals get the round, 10-5.
Strong final round there from Royals, collecting the last one, as you said, making it 10-5. So there's still a chance here for them. Issue for me, though, is if Wind and Rain win this second off pistol, win the conversion rounds, we could be seeing a 13-5 scoreline with the pedigree, with the experience, with the form as well on their side. It seems like the UK scene is starting to form up like the Aussie scene, where you have 4 top teams, or in the UK's, you know, example 3.
Yeah.
You know, Order, Greyhound, Tainted Minds, and I'm missing one, but it's besides the point.
Kings.
Kings, yeah. Where on any given day, they can beat each other.
Yeah.
You know, Greyhound are conceived as the best one right now, but who's number 2, who's number 3, who's number 4, no one knows. Depending on the day, teams beat other teams, Chiefs as well to throw in there. But the UK scene could be the same. Endpoint, Wind and Rain, Vex, so close in terms of level. And I feel like at the Premiership finals, we're going to see which team is number 1. That's what's exciting.
Yeah, it would be cool to see if Wind and Rain can actually try and keep up this big streak they've had. I mean, if you're looking at just online results purely, they're kind of performing the best right now out of everyone in MDL. What a story that would be as well, because the amount of times we've seen teams get into MDL, get relegated at the end of the season, if they can actually hold on to their spot.
I'm going to take a look actually and see the standings.
That would be huge for Wind and Rain.
Oof, our favourite Jack, a tech pause.
Know what you want. But in the meantime, did you know, Snods?
Yep.
That, interestingly enough, frogs digest food with their eyeballs.
Excuse me?
So, you know how you swallow?
Yeah.
As a normal human would?
Yeah.
See, frogs can't do that.
Okay.
Right? They've not, you know, their throat don't work that way.
Right.
That's not how it works. Instead, what they do is they'll get their entire prey inside their mouth and their eyeballs sink down into their throat and basically push it down their throat into their stomach.
Oh my goodness.
Is that how you eat?
Yeah, evidently, mate. No, I just use my nose.
Your nose just sinks in.
Yeah, it literally just calms down and just forces it in.
Nice.
But yeah, back to the topic of Wind and Rain. They're currently 7-9. Oof, actually, they're not as good as I thought. Apologies. They must have had a few matches later on, but Vex are on 6-10. Wind and Rain are 7-9. And with that, they are still number 1 in terms of online performance. 6-10 here. As it is. The 4 versus 4. 4 spy from Wind and Rain. They have the M4 picked up by Jenko, with armor to back it up as well, and that could be the difference maker into this round. As the aggression's here toward the CT side in towards Squeaky. Arnis as well towards the secret stairs. But it all really comes down to Jenko here. Can he get the impactful frag and open things up for the CT side? No, he can't. It's Emmett to win the duel.
Yeah, I mean, with the first frag, annihilates Jenko with the MP7, as he is going to be able to go on a bit of a tear. So Wind and Rain, 3 Deagle players left remaining. Make that 2 as one of them gets scratched out the server in seconds. Fazan with the MP9, still trying to just add to that tally that he's been building up. And really, it just comes down to Link and Fry. Fry, P250 in his mitts. Link rocking the Deag. 50 caliber of paint. Let's see if he can actually slump somebody out of the server here. Fazan, very close to him as well. Has a sneaking suspicion they might be coming up towards this A site. Fry finds a gun, gets himself the M4. Is he going to be able to make some more noise into this one? Link with the Deagle does punish. Fazan gets removed. He's got that MP9 as well. Unfortunately, Fry is gone. The bomb is down. Even if Link survived that and got past Ardis, it would have been a tremendous task. And no real time at all for him either. So, they lose out on that one. Royals, they're staggering back. They're getting these rounds. They're slowly picking them up.
They are indeed. And now the eco as well from Wind and Rain. We could be seeing a 10-8 scoreline. And a round as well for Royals where they can start to farm up the cash. Only $2,000 across the board for Royals. So in terms of money, they need a round where they can build up their economy to a strong position to be able to afford the rebuys. But, oh my goodness, Jack, have we spoke too soon?
Oh, I mean, the nade could be incredible. The trigonometry as he bounces around the corner. That's a triple. As they all get dunked on, blown straight out of the server. It could have been incredible, but the HE was too much.
And now, all down to Neil Zini. Oh, he changed the name of his Glock.
I know, it's not the Glock, Neil
Neil M, yeah. That was funny.
The Weasel.
Yeah. Oh, you are a geek, Neil.
Which one?
There you go. Wow.
Neil and Neil.
Wow. The Zo, Neil Zini O, or the M.
The Muffy.
Oh dear me. Nilzino trying to see if he can get a bomb plant here. Not going to be quite so lucky. 10-8. 3 kills found though by Wind and Rain, which is great for their economy, or vice versa. Very bad for the Royals' economy going forward. As I said before, their money wasn't in an affluent position. So they are going to be susceptible here into round number 19 to be reset. Only players that can afford to buy if Wind and Rain win this one from Royals would be Capers and Ardis. So a massive round in terms of momentum for Wind and Rain to potentially try and secure. If they win this round, they reset the money for Royals, and they could be taking a big lead.
Emin, 1 kill on Astro, finds the first. He'll be able to precisely pick them off with the AWP. He's a bit of a marksman. And he still wants more to come his way to prove that point even further. Lies in wait right now. Capers towards outside, trying to play the back angle. Just looking, seeing if anyone's on silo, if they're trying to creep up, if they're spotting for info. It's quite far back here from Royals. Just playing a nice little default, playing for info rather than trying to go for the glory.
They have the advantage as well here. Emin with the right call to make to AWP towards ramp, anticipating an early frag to come his way. 2 players towards the outskirts and 2 towards lobby. As the smoke comes in for a split towards the A site, flashbangs ran in towards A. As they connect onto Capers, Jenko as well, the entry towards the A site, it's all falling in the favor of Wind and Rain, especially if Ardis continues to miss.
Ardis eventually gets the kill that he needed to hit, though. The AWP against Fry, Nilzinho and Jenko. The last 2 remaining players on Wind and Rain. This could be an 11th round if they can disrespect the man himself in Emin. He's going to try and slowly slip his way up towards the site and raise some hell like Smoking Joe Fraser, the Hellraiser. Raising hell with the flavor, but instead, he is dead.
11-8, even though Wind and Rain do concede the first frag. They play it cool, they keep their calm. And they make a very good play. Smoke out towards credit card or the blue container. Flashes from silo in towards the A side and towards outside, allowed for Fry to get the first frag onto Capers, allow for the split to come in through A main, and the trade frags were found for Wind and Rain. And now we see just the AWP here for Capers, as they're already down a man. 4 versus 5, but in the favor of Wind and Rain.
So, Wind and Rain. Can they actually keep this going, get themselves 12th, be very close? Emin! It's the adjustment there on Nilzinho. The flick shot with the CZ. A critical strike, to say the least. And Wind and Rain, they're just being punished by the CZs. They did not expect the aggression. Every frag that comes through is absolutely rapid. Hitting them with a Subaru peak.
Yeah, Ferrari peakers. This could be an overtime game here, Jack. It's looking like an OT. I'm sniffing out an OT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wind and Rain are now been reset. They're the ones down onto the force buy. What are they going to be warding into this one? 2 Deagles, 3 CZs, no utility. And this is the issue when you look at pro teams. Well, Wind and Rain are salaried. Tier 1, Tier 2 teams, they are buying utility in these sort of buy rounds, or these force buys. They need the utility. They need the smokes and the flashbangs to really get the most out of their upgraded pistols. Instead, they're going for pure firepower. They're buying head armor as well. And with that, they fall like dominoes. 4 versus 1. Nilzinho once again going to be last alive as he tries his best to go for the impactful lurk. But instead, his team are just dead instantly before he can have any impact into the server.
Yeah, absolutely dominated on there. And it's 10-11 now. In terms of the scoreline, Wind and Rain don't really have a lot of firepower. There is no cash to splash. The funds have all run out.
Yeah. Gonna have to bag it in. Closed off the show, no finals. And yeah.
Leamington Spa will be very disappointed.
Oh dear. Easy eco frags found there by Ardis and hype towards the ace side. 11-11 as we go all squared up, tied. Apiece. 23rd round, and in terms of frags, Emmett on 23, Jenko on 22. Ardis on 19 as well. Usually it is him top frag, and usually it's Ardis one stealing the show. But Emmett definitely has something to say. As this is a massive round for both teams. Wind and Rain, they cannot let slip the momentum they gained earlier. And for Royals, they want to continue this unrelenting success they found so far in the second half.
Astro. Seeing what you could actually spy there from the heightened angles. Got the bird's eye view, but Ardis playing down from the depths, the low angle. Looked like he wanted to try and hit him with the uppercut, but instead Snodge just leaves him for the meantime and holds back ever so slightly.
On top of a main here with the AWP. Ray, you see the sort of position from the AWP. Usually they're boosted up towards red. Well, the smoke comes in. This could allow for the split in towards the A site, especially when Nilzina getting the frag onto Hype. One of the A anchors taken out of the equation earlier as Fazan needs to find the frag onto Nilzina and try and get that trade. But they're still completely unaware as to where Nilzina is. And there he is from behind, catches Fazan on the lurk. And 2 impactful entries from Nilzina should open up the A site.
Emin. He is attempting to go for the backstab. The angle is going to be cleared by Nilzina. The bomb will be dropped, however. And Emin can still try and build from this. No, he can't. Fry. Flick shot with the AK. Sprays him to bits, and it is just up to one man. The Lone Ranger, the Scout superstar, Ardis. Fortunately for him, though, Snods, it seems like this is going to be another conceded round. That'll be a 12-11 scoreline. No M4 for him either, as well, as he tried to bring the pain down on him, but he hits the deck like a ton of bricks.
Big round there from Wind and Rain, or should I say Nilzina. Gets the first kill in towards Squeaky, lurks back in towards Lobby, anticipates the push from Sazan, and catches him unaware, bemused towards Squeaky again. But we've seen this before, Jack. Wind and Rain won the early buy round, got reset. They cannot afford to be reset for a second time running. Otherwise, they give such an opportunity for Royals to claim the second half into this matchup, as Ardis does find one. 4 versus 4 now, as the AWP from Capers is dealt with. And now the man advantage for Wind and Rain. Nilzina continuing the form as well as the coach. They say coaches don't play, but right now Nilzina's not playing around here. Impactful frag after impactful frag, as it's all down to Hype.
Hype. Looking to see what he can actually get going for himself here into this round. It's a 1 versus 3. Nilzina, Astro, and Fry, but look how low they are. It's the Astro with full HP. Hype, though, not really feeling like he wants to go from this. It is going to be quite risky, obviously. Just save. You've got a ton of utility there. You've got the kit, armor, AK. Just run away, scurry off with your tail between your legs, and come back in for the next one. But that does mean they're going to be up against a hard place now, Snods. 13 rounds already accumulated for Wind and Rain, and it doesn't seem like they're going to slow down building up those numbers anytime soon.
How much cash does Royals have left in the bank? Oh, it's not good here, Jack. They're going to have the $1,900 round loss bonus. And with that, Hype can't even drop over anything as well. So they're going to have to save this one, Jack. They have to play from 11 to 14 down. They have to concede this one, take the round on the chin. They will have the $2,400 round loss bonus as they head into round number 26. Well, the issue is there. Is it too far, too gone? Too far, too gone? Too far gone. As with the eco, Jack, they could concede a 3-round lead. And versus Wind and Rain, with the pedigree and experience they have, they are going to be closing out these matchups.
They are indeed, Snots. Wind and Rain, just looking to try to close it out now, really. I mean, when you look at things in terms of how this game has gone, Wind and Rain should be the clear victor. Emin, he's been going from strength to strength in terms of the actual accuracy he's had with the Deagle. Very, very naughty. He will get another frag, a further Deagle kill coming in. There's Nilzina. It's the deck. Astro, Link, and Fry are the only 3 that are actually left for Wind and Rain. Fry, though, might be the difference maker that they actually need. Emin, is he going to be able to pop off, do something mental when it gets to the crunch? 50 seconds on the clock, Snods. This is a big one.
Hype in towards the B side. Waiting for the next move here from Wind and Rain, as they have wrapped around towards the long position, towards the double doors at the stairs. Link as well close towards the vent. Hype's in a great position here to try and get 2 frags unsuspectedly against Wind and Rain. But then again, you can argue such an exposed position, very easy to trade the frag. The question is, do they give it too low on the clock? And where's the trade kill? Why is he alone?
Ooh, Link eventually will be able to get the trade, finds the shot on Hype. It's still now a 1 versus 2. It's going to have to be a 4K for Emin. Makes it the hat trick. Wants to get himself the 4th as well. The quad would be tremendous, but he needs to go incredibly rapid into this one. Taps the bomb, tries to force the face. Astro knows his game plan, but it does not matter. Emin gets the shot off. That's a 12th round for Royals.
I'm telling you, Jack, this is OT.
There's never much love when it goes OT.
Yeah. Have you heard his new one?
What song?
The Kiki, Do You Love Me, that one?
No.
Really? You don't do a dance for that?
No. How is it? Is it good?
Do you want to show you a video? Let me see. Let me see if there's a little video for it. Here you go.
Winning room. Just want to take that outside control.
Oh my god, why is the sound coming out of my phone? Anyway. First frag. And the second as well from Jenko and Nilzinho. Frag apiece. As, in a matter of seconds, this round's been opened up. All in favour of Wind and Rain. And with the reset as well on the cards for Royals, this could spell GG.
This is like a Fortnite dance or some meme.
It does look like a Fortnite dance, doesn't it?
Yeah. What a great meme. 12 to 13. Royals, Capers, and Hype. The last two CTs that are there. The defenders. Are they going to win this battle for A-Site? The new expansion for World of Warcraft. As the push comes down ramp, they slip their way in, but Astro, too fast there. Obviously, he's got quite a high bit of haste on him. That was a rapid cast.
That was funny. Battle for A-Site.
Capers, probably just going to have to feint death here. Get himself away.
Mate, you're creative. I'm just boring.
Nice. You're selling yourself well there.
Yeah. I'm just boring, mate. Well, 14 to 12. If Astro didn't overpeak in the 1 versus 1, could have been 15 to 11, and game pretty much all said and done. But anyway, this could be OT still, Jack. I've got that feeling. That summer vibe.
You sure that isn't the food you had earlier?
Probably is, yeah. That's the thing. I felt quite heavy after that roast dinner.
Yeah. You've been weighed down by the Yorkshire pudding.
I have. No, it was the potatoes just weighing me down. Felt tired afterwards. Needed a quick Mars bar for some sugar. Wake me back up.
Other brands of chocolate
are available, of course.
Of course.
What's your favourite brand of chocolate? That sounds like Flakes. Do you remember when Flakes said, what's your favourite brand of dog?
Favourite brand of dog, yeah.
Oh,
one
I
that can't look up.
There you go. Shout out to Ryan Oliver. Actually lives around the corner now.
Tremendous.
Lee skilled. Wind and Rain. Jenko especially on form. And right now he's showing why. Top fragger for the side of Wind and Rain. As he's still delivering time and time again. 2 frags there from the aforementioned star player from Wind and Rain. As Nilzinho again chimes in. He feels like the 1-2 punch here. Nilzinho, Jenko opening up these bomb sites and granting Wind and Rain potential for the 15-12.
Hype. Grabs himself that M4, trying to get these kills to come through. He is quite low though. 55 HP. Wind and Rain, I mean, they've got full reign of the sun. They don't even have to push him to go down to B, close it out. Nilzinho though, he says, nah, I'm going to kill him. Sprints in, free frag. It's as good as done.
Indeed it is. 15 to 12 then. Round number 28. In terms of cash, fairly lackluster here from the CT side. Just going to be the UMP from Fazan, Vigo from Capers, and the 3 CZs from the remaining players from Royals, as they don't have much to stay in this one. Obviously, this is the best of ones, and with Wind and Rain winning this one, they are secured their position at the finals. Fish 1, 2, 3 going to be joining them. And then the fights, the rush for the last 2 spots at the finals is going to be very interesting to see how that unfolds. But Capers with the first frag. Remember, only 3 rounds separate these 2 teams, so it's still not over just yet.
All the frags are trying to come through. Jenko looks for the kill, will claim it. Nilzinho as well. Doubles up and doubles down on Fazan. Hype, Ardis, and Capers are all that remain. Now, Hype and Ardis, these are the sort of moments where you need them to really display that full potential. Both of them have. They can be huge in these scenarios. Is it going to come through? Right now, on paper, you know they can step up. Let's see in reality. Not for Ardis. He does get tackled all on hype to try clutch it. It would have to be an absolutely ridiculous affair. And Nilzinho is close by as well. Isn't going to quite detect him just yet. Gives him that moment to slip in towards the B site. Finds the headshot as well. Kills Astro. Looks for a little bit more as he does his best Bruce Willis impression. He knows what a TV dinner feels like as he is going to strike on Jenko. But Link will end it. Finds the AK headshot. And that is the game rounded out. And another victory for Wind and Rain as the Storm hits hard.
16-12. Wind and Rain looking strong early on, obviously on their T side. Did take a while to really warm up there, and you got to say Jenko really being the key difference there towards the latter stages of that matchup. If he wasn't finding the entry frags, waking up individually, that could have been an overtime game. That could have been a game that was far closer than 16-12.
Jenko kind of has been doing that recently, though. He's just been performing very well. We saw that at the Epic LAN event. He was just dominating, easily the MVP of the whole thing for me. And I feel like that's just what he's doing online as well. You know, the difference is he's just not as tired and probably doesn't have to wear his trousers because it's hot.
It's true. Boxers gaming. Raiding in his pants.
Pantsless raid.
Pantsless raid, that was it. I couldn't remember the direct quote. Yeah. So, that does mean Wind and Rain are going to the live finals. Fish123 are joining them. And predictions, who else do you think is going to make it? Vexed or... I mean, let me look at the thing. So we've got WeHop and Vexed in the same group. So that could be interesting. Who do you think takes that one?
Well, right now, I mean, if we look at this really, I think WeHop in reality should be the ones going through, shouldn't they? Because Vexed...
It gets reshuffled, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be interesting, Stance.
Yeah, and then Endpoint didn't really have too much competition. Obviously, there's...
Just Fish.
London, yeah, well, Fish have already gone through.
So, yeah.
So once the reshuffling happens...
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Ben, so once the reshuffle happens, do you not know?